Late at night, the doctors and the TV crew give them a fright. The movies are cheesy and so's the host. Look out, honey, here's 13 ghosts. And Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater, Bill the Monster, Eater. And Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater, Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater, ghoulies, come on!
There you are, ghoulies. Here we are once again on Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater. I'm joined by Fred Christensen, and of course, Lilith Lovecraft has returned once again. Yeah, good evening. Well, Fred, there's this new buzz about a new drive-in, Memory Lane, and let our audience know what's going on out there with that.
Well, to start at the beginning, last year we pretty much were guessing we were not going to open the Kino this year, 2015. It was just the vibe was in the air. Do you know what I mean? So, a guy named Mike Thompson, who owns Old Toys Live On in Kenosha, and I were talking. We thought, well, let's see if we maybe just start a fundraiser to try to start up a whole new one. And we just had it on the back burner. And then after we got the official word from the owners of the property saying, no, they're not going to open this year, we just decided, let's just run with this, see what we can do. And it's a non-profit organization. We've got a lot of donations we're putting up, doing whatever we can just to raise money. It's going to have to be from the ground up. We look for property.
Literally from the acreage, yeah.
Exactly, and we're looking into land and everything like that. It's going to take time. It's going to be an arduous experience, but we will, we work on it. We just need all the help we can get from anybody. We'll take any kind of help we can get. Just if anybody who went there and enjoyed the old Kino Drive-In, if you want to see it continue, help us with this new adventure.
Yeah, you need the land and screen and projector and all that sort of stuff.
The whole shebang.
But you're also kind of coming at it with a community angle where it's not privately owned necessarily.
Right.
How do you do something like that?
Well, they're gonna try to keep it as a non-profit organization where it's going to be a group of officers run it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see how that works. It's take it from that angle and just see how it's going to pan out, and hopefully that will work also.
Would that still be running first-run movies, or would it be more like
first-run movies. We will try, since it'll be our input, we'll try to put like old nights where, like when it's slower in the season where we don't have to worry about booking certain movies or something's going to come out that's going to be big. We will try to get a horror night, maybe old black and white comedy night, or something like that. Anything. We're up for any kind of suggestion on that too. Can you do this? Well, we'll definitely give it a shot.
Are you thinking like city of Kenosha area or county? Or
probably county.
Everything?
Probably county, because the biggest thing about the property is going to be accessibility. Mm-hmm. How can you get to the place without jamming traffic? The Kino had a lot of, areas to get in through the roads and everything, but you saw how backed up that could get.
Right.
That was horrific.
It was cool though, and
it was good.
That's the myth is, and they like to say that it wasn't still making money and people weren't going there. That wasn't true at all.
No.
That's not true at all. So
no, it was making a lot of money. It's just that the property owner wanted to do something else with the land when he bought it. That was his whole goal to begin with.
He bought it how many years ago was that?
96, I think.
96. So in a sense, you could say that he kept it going for a couple generations of people that never would have got to a drive-in in the first place.
Yeah, he did. But it was his decision to shut it down. It's a privately owned land. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I will respect his wishes. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he was going to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that's how business goes. I mean, if that's what he wanted to do, I'm just going to nod my head and go along with it, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's not like all the lights were still there in any way. I mean, you know, but you know what? That people, people criticize and say, it was in a depleted state and whatnot. But that didn't really seem to matter because it was still functional, nevertheless.
We still packed it in.
Yeah.
Especially in the last I'd say about 3 years, there was many nights we had to say, sorry, folks, we're filled up. We cannot get one more car in here.
Oh, I remember those nights, and a lot of great stuff. You guys always managed to have a good time. You had the Star Wars people out
Sure.
there.
Oh, yes.
You know.
In fact, I just found a whole stack of old photos from that.
Okay.
I should have brought it with me. It was right next to me when I was leaving, too.
Yeah, well, get them up on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I will. I
you
will.
know.
Oh,
Nobody
that
cares
was a
unless
great
it's on
night, though.
Facebook anyway, right?
Yeah. What's that?
Nobody cares if it's not on Facebook
right,
anyway.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But oh my God, that was a great night. But we still packed it in. But and it wasn't because people say, oh, because you can't go digital. No, we had the funds to go digital. We could have done it in a day's time. But that's not what the property owner wanted. So be it. You know.
Yeah. Well.
But
yeah.
But unfortunately, there's the group out there who's trying to keep it open, trying to reopen the Keno. And I can tell them, I hate to say this, the Keno's done. I hate to say it, it is done. Jim Sargent and I, you know Jim, the other manager, we went out there, we cleaned out everything. There's nothing left in any of those buildings. Completely empty. It's, we wouldn't be able to insure it right now, I think because it is in disrepair.
Right. Yeah, that might have been an issue too, but that's never come out, you know, but I mean, as far as the screen is, that's looking like, you know.
Oh, it's getting worse.
But I wonder why, you know, why he really got upset, the owner, about people being involved in the press and bringing all the TV down here.
Yeah.
And I just figured, you know, the wrecking ball was going to come someday and just take it down, end the story, you know. But
well, I think that's going to happen soon, but that's going to cost a lot of money too because it's such an old building. That they concern themselves with removing asbestos and also lead paint. I mean, this building was made in 1949. So
yeah, it's got a lot of bad old materials.
Well, yeah. So it's not going to be something they can just go through and take care of in 1 minute. They're going to have to really be safe about it and take a lot of precautions. But I'm going to say it's going to happen very soon. I really do.
Well, I'm surprised I did, but you know, the miser wants to get the development to pay for it. So I'm not a fan. I understand. But personally, I think, you know, the old Scrooge could do something for the community. That's my opinion. But I appreciate what you're doing. Now you've got a benefit coming up at the Hat Tricks, right?
Yes, there's going to be a few bands. I think they're trying to get one or two more. Mike was more involved with that one. I'm trying to find out exactly what are the bands. I just don't remember them offhand, but that's coming up.
No, we're one of the bands. I know that.
Oh, good.
Republicans on Welfare.
Right.
And I should have printed out the list because there's a flyer on Facebook for it. And
the other one, Democrats with Jobs.
Democrats with Jobs. That's a good one there. That is funny.
I'm waiting for that one to come out, actually.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, yeah, well, this day and age of politics. Oh, God,
I tell you.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's all.
But any other final words you want to say about Memory Lane, contact info, upcoming events?
We have a Facebook page. Obviously, can't do anything about Facebook nowadays.
Yeah.
We do have memorylane.com. You can go on there. We're looking for any kind of donation support, be it financial, be it ideas or whatever we can do. We're looking for anything we can get. It's going to be a long trip, but it can be done.
Yeah,
it can be done.
Well, you know, there's the stuff too, like they mentioned Bonnie Hames site or the former Chrysler area.
Yeah.
Those, and they said, you know, that, but the lights and the traffic around there, you don't realize how big both of those sites are, that you get well away from that.
The only thing about the Chrysler one was I looked into it, they're again just trying to get people in without cutting off traffic all around it. That would just be impossible. Will probably be something out in the county, maybe around Pleasant Prairie where the old Keno was. There's a lot of empty area out there. I'm looking into it.
Hopefully, so with a property owner that is copacetic to the idea.
And if it's zoned for doing something like that.
Well, zoning can change, you know.
Yeah,
it's all in whose pockets you line, you know.
That's true.
Fortunately, it is. You know, I think the other group was mainly like trying to draw attention. They were hoping somebody would actually come in and buy it from. Yeah. You know,
but the property, Bear Realty was not going to sell it.
No.
They were not going to sell it out. I've seen other people actually go there and make offers to buy it or to refurbish or revamp or whatever, do something else with the property. No, he has his ideas what he wants to do out there, and eventually he'll do something out there. What? I don't know.
I don't know, because he keeps striking everything down, which is surprising. You know, I mean, do you think Walmart would have, Pleasant Prairie would have jumped at a Walmart for the jobs, the tax revenue there, but the infrastructure is not there for something like that.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, and
well, I'm afraid you put a Walmart there. The ex-school superintendent, Dr. Manji, said you put a Walmart there, it's going to kill a lot of the smaller businesses in that area, and it will. It's going to just
of course
wipe
it
them
is. It's going to ruin It's going to just ruin that whole quiet area, which even with the drive-in and the lines was nothing compared to what Walmart
would do. Yeah.
Right.
It's
All right.
24/7.
Well, it was great having you on this
well, thank you
YouTube
again. It's always
broadcast.
good to see you.
A lot of memories through the years at the drive-in. So.
Oh yes.
All right. Now check out the cause, Memory Lane Drive-In Project. Is that a good word?
Thank you for your help. Oh, that'll work.
All right. Thank you.
My fingers are burning. We'll see you next time on Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater. Have a horrifying week, coolies. Thanks for coming. Love you, dearest.